Scott Welch, Muscle Insider Magazine. Arnold Classic post-contest wrap-up brought to you by Redcon 1. We got a great team here, and we're going to talk about what did we think top 5 here. Sean Clarita, the giant killer, comes out here. Arnold Classic takes on the big boys. And how did he do, Wendell? How did you think that he did this job?
I think he did amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, very good.
And what do you think about his physique?
I think his physique was awesome. Yeah.
That's amazing. And obviously, Kevin McAllister here, his dad.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Sean is 100 pounds smaller than all the other guys. And if everybody else was 100 pounds smaller, and like Sean, then Sean would win. But unfortunately for Sean, this is an open bodybuilding show. And in open bodybuilding, size does matter. 212 is for a reason at the Olympia and other events. And there he dominates. He actually has the most complete shape and everything on stage. It's just that he's 100 pounds smaller. He's 195 pounds, I believe. Roger Lockhart was telling me he's about 195 pounds today.
It's Lockridge, man.
Sorry, my bad. Sorry, Lockridge. Sorry, Roger. But that's what I weigh. So, obviously I'm a lot taller and I'm not conditioned and not a professional bodybuilder, but, but he's still, he's an absolute beauty of a human being. And he has one of the best physiques that'll go down all time as one of the best physiques all time for Sean Clarita.
And Sean Clarita is with Mutant, who was the title sponsor of the actual Arnold Sports Festival, which is a really good testament to the commitment there. But one of the most conditioned guys in that show, and just for a shorter guy, he really brought it in some of those comparisons. Just phenomenal. So listen, let's go now 5th place.
5th place, the guy you wanted to meet that you haven't met yet is?
Big Ramy.
Big Ramy comes in here. 5th place, massive legs, phenomenal improvement. He didn't have the divots that we saw at the Olympia, but his back, lower back, doesn't seem to be able to fire as much as it was. The stem cells, it takes a while, as Ramy himself said recently. Yeah. So what are your thoughts? I mean, what did you think of Big Ramy? Was he as big as you thought he would be in person because you were able to see him here?
Well, now I know why it's called Big Ramy. And he was 4th place.
5th place.
Yeah, 5th place, yeah. So he was
4th. You're
sorry. Yeah.
You're right.
Since he was 4th place, and I was expecting him maybe to be a little bit higher, but I do agree with you. His back, a little bit not as detailed, but now I know why Big Ramy is called Big Ramy.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's Dr. Khan has helped him with the stem cells because you can see the dents that he had in his quads that everyone was talking about in the lead up to the Olympia, they're gone. So whatever he's doing now, it's working. The back, the triceps have come up. The conditioning was there. Chad did a really phenomenal job, especially he improved from Friday, which, you want to be good on both nights. But if you can be better on the Saturday, that's the night to be better on because that's when they hand out the trophies, right? So I think he should be happy with what he did compared to the Olympia. A totally different physique, in my opinion, compared to the Olympia. Are we going to see better Ramy later this year and going forward? I hope so, because I think he's actually really good for the sports, especially internationally, in the Middle East and everything. Like those fans there, fans here in North America, we think we're the center of the world. In Egypt and Iran, they are huge, crazy fans. So I hope Ramy just keeps progressing and take some time to rest and enjoy a few snacks, hang out with the family, and come back for the Olympia in November.
But I think, Big Ramy, I believe he has 2 wives, and then that could be twice the headaches. I don't know.
Twice the headaches, but twice the cheap meals. So it could be good to fill out that lower back, but it also could break his back.
We're just kidding you with the Ramy, just having some fun. Dan Dillon, the mayor of bodybuilding, had pointed out earlier tonight in a post-wrap-up contest that Ramy never professed to win, and that Chad Nichols had pointed out that this was not the show that they were coming to win, that they were just trying to continue to improve and get him back to where he was. I think an earlier podcast that he did as well, he had stated that his back was around what it was in 2020. So it wasn't expected to be at what we saw in obviously 2021 Olympia. 18, yeah. So, okay, then we go a little bit further now. We've got Andrew Jacked. like incredible improvements. Switching his coach from George Farah over to Chris Aceto for the diet and the supplements. And then we've got obviously a new sponsor though on the supplement side, BSN, phenomenal product line. And then on the side of it with the training, he's actually switched over to Chris Psycho Fitness Lewis, and he's living in his house. So he's a disciple. Chris Lewis is a disciple of Charles Glass. So you see the angles, the weird type of things, the pads, different things like that, which are controversial in some people. I mean, obviously, RX Muscles, Dave Palumbo, they all make fun of the angles and things like that. But, you know, Fred Hatfield used to say, you know, the best program is the one you're not on. And I see a definite improvement in his training, not only on the angles that he's doing, but the intensity that he's doing. Having 2 people full-time on every single set is just unprecedented in the safety side, and I'm seeing that he's able to push himself a lot further, having these guys cheer him on, push him on. And I mean, imagine living with your trainer. I mean, how the heck do you cheat on your diet? How do you cheat on anything? You know, so definitely. What are you thinking, obviously, on Andrew Jack and his conditioning here from the Olympia into this?
His points that people are picking on were his from the back and from the side. His lower body, his hamstring, side sweep weren't quite there, and they've really progressed in this show. Really progressed. His posing got better. He still loves to turn that hip on his front double bicep, which I would consider now like one of his signature poses. So he can't really change it now because now he kind of owns it. His stage presence, wow, I mean, he gets best poser for a reason with the splits, you know, especially tonight where Flex Wheeler was given a Lifetime Achievement Award for the first guy to do the splits on this stage here, and then Andrew Jack does it again, so that's a phenomenal achievement on its own. But his physique is progressing, and seeing him and Samson standing together, Nigeria, like, whoa, you guys are representing here today, because like they killed it, the 2 of them, and they could have, you know, been 1 and 2. Realistically, just with comparison, small waist, big shoulders. But he's progressing. More in the back, more in the lower back, more in the hamstrings, and a little bit thickness will pay him forward in the next show.
Andrew Jack, what's your opinion?
My opinion is that he was looking very good, and I also do agree with my dad. His like quads and like top legs were a little bit not as good on the side, and yeah, I agree with my dad.
Phenomenal. Okay, and then we get into Nick Walker, Nick the Mutant Walker, who has won this show in the past, comes into this show. He only dropped in when they raised the prize money, so he was here to make some money. Has to settle for second. New sponsor, but was able to come in really good shape, but just not enough, I think, genetically to maybe have beaten the first place winner, Samson Dowdo, which we will get into in a moment. But it's just, what are your thoughts here on Nick Mutant Walker?
I know I won $1 bet with Wendell here because Wendell had American. He had Nick winning.
It's like $2.
Yeah, exactly. Almost.
Can you buy those?
Almost a toonie. Nick has it. He's so muscular, but his leg development, as much as you're looking at his arms and his shoulders and his side chest, he really doesn't have the chest, but is able to pull across that bicep across. But his legs are lacking a little bit from behind, and he just doesn't have the sweep that the Jacks and the Samsons have, or the Sean, if Sean was 100 pounds bigger. And it's just that he's got that kind of Jay Cutler, Branch Warren-esque, and now they're rewarding, God rest his soul, Sean Roden. They're honoring those physiques now. And another one, Cedric McMillan, which we honored here tonight as well. That physique is being represented well, and it's being pushed forward. So that's aesthetics, like classy aesthetics, but still freaky big. Because you're a bodybuilder. We're not here. We're not doing ballet with 5-pound dumbbells here. Like, this is a bodybuilding show, and Nick is still there though, and he always will be. And he's a fighter, and he'll come back. And I don't count him out yet. I still think that he can take this show, and I still think he could win the Olympia.
Nick Walker, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are that I think he was going to win, and like my dad said, I did lose a bet to him. I did lose a bet of $1 American, and I think that Nick Walker is, he's cool, and his physique is very good, although I do understand why he got second place, and yeah, those are my thoughts.
And what do you think? I mean, would you want to be the size of Nick Walker if you could be?
No, I'd rather be I'd rather be in like the men's classic or natural.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
I don't want to be massive.
So now we go to the winner, and I'm going to let you kick this one off.
Wow, Samson. If you watch this, Samson, we're just a pleasure to watch the performance that you put on tonight. How you sweep into your poses is artistic with class and mass. Your boss, Fuad, who I've talked to a lot this weekend, is the happiest supplement company owner right now on earth. But no, he has everything that you want a bodybuilder to have. And we're not even going to get into his personality and how great of a human being he is, but he's got class, he's got size, he's got structure, he's got waist, he's got tapering, he's got feathering, he's got conditioning, he's got hardness, and he knows how to put it together with posing. Could he be harder through the back? Yes. Will he get there? Yes. Milos will put him through the paces. Like, if anybody knows Milos, knows how to put people through the paces. But he's got that body type that can just kind of go. He's someone that could potentially win an Olympia and could hold it for a while. I see, crystal ball-esque. It's like kind of like a Andrew Jack, Samson it's like them battling it out. And it's just something you could see. You can almost see a Jay and Ronnie-esque thing with the two of them, just kind of flipping back and forth depending on who had a good or bad meal like that week before. And I just say bodybuilding is in good hands with these characters that are in it now, for sure.
There you go. You guys have it. I mean, how about you close this one off?
I don't really have much to say, but Samson, he did very good, and I wish him the best. And this is the sign off. I'm Flex Wendell with Muscle Insider. Coverage brought to you by Red Cone One.